All right, surgery is complete and I am in recovery. Foot's elevated, wrapped up. I just have one of these surgical sandals. So here's how it went down. The surgery center actually called me and said, oh, we're running ahead of schedule, which means people canceled their surgeries. And can you get here an hour earlier? And I was just coming back from a run and a surf because I wanted to cram it in before I was laid up. And I told him, yeah, I can get there pretty quick. So I raced home, got my wife, went to the place, signed some paperwork, and then they brought me into the pre-op area and put an IV in my arm to give me fluids because you can't eat for like 12 hours before the surgery. So I was probably pretty dehydrated and thirsty after running and surfing. So then I sat there for like, I don't know, 45 minutes waiting for the doctor to come in. And then we went over the procedure. I had to sign my foot to say yes, as in, yes, this is the foot to operate on, not the other one, which was good. And eventually the anesthesiologist came in and he plugged in a cocktail of whatever. And they started wheeling me into the OR. And that cocktail literally felt like I had had a shot of tequila within 1 minute after they put it in. I just started feeling, you know, like the edge was coming off. And they were talking to me, and I think I must have been out within 2 minutes after that was administered. And then the very next memory I have is being back in that recovery room and them telling me it was done. So time seemed to be about 2 minutes from the time I was out to the time I was in recovery. So anesthesia is A-okay in my book. I had some words with the doctors. They said that I had more cartilage than they thought I would, which is great. And they shaved off the bone spurs and put the tissue into the joint, which is the interpositional arthroplasty part of it. My foot feels swollen in this shoe, but it's not painful because I still have local anesthetic that's, you know, keeping it numb. But they said once that wears off, I want to kind of get ahead of it and start taking the pain meds that they gave me. So I'm just kind of keeping it propped up. I had lunch because I was hungry, obviously, after not eating all morning and surfing and running. And I'm feeling pretty good, just relaxed, sitting here on the couch, which will probably drive me nuts after a couple hours. But I'm able to walk on it. I just kind of keep the weight mostly on my heel for now. And they said to take it easy for the first day. And then they said to try to wiggle my toe. So I am, in fact, wiggling my toe as much as I can. And they said to do that to avoid, you know, scar tissue building up. They want to keep it nice and loose. So, and I'm also able to remove the sandal when I'm sleeping or not walking on the foot. So I don't know if I'll remove it when I'm sleeping or not. I'm not sure. We'll see. Anyway, so far so good. Everything seems to have gone smoothly, and hopefully the recovery will be quick. They did say keep the swelling down as much as possible, keep it elevated above my heart, and as long as the swelling is kept at bay by doing those things, recovery will be quicker. So the first week is really crucial to keep the swelling at a minimum, and that expedites the recovery. So there you go. I'll report back as things change, hopefully for the better. See ya.